What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Coffee here. So, we're diving into another one from the Flying Red Dogs for our second song tonight. This one is called Animal. Very excited for another one off of this album. I've really enjoyed every song we've done by them so far. We got a few more to go. Our next one is going to be this one, Animal. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe for me. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. Break down all the lyrics, the instrumentation. It's a positive community here. We spread vibes of growth and vibes of building each other up. If you are going through any struggles in your life that you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to about directly around you, please feel free to reach out to us in the comments or join us during the premieres in the live chat and reach out there. We will be here for you. Like I say, every video, there's plenty of life experience. We've pulled ourselves out of many dark places, myself included. Just a year ago, I was at the bottom of fucking cans of alcohol and taking shots every single day, and it was a very, very bad situation that I was in for myself. Like, it had escalated to the point where I couldn't even eat, and I couldn't fucking function properly. I couldn't get out of bed for like 10 days. It got really bad. I got very sick, and I barely survived that shit, man. It happened more than once when I couldn't eat, and it was the last time it happened that I decided to really go into rehab and make that change for myself and stop drinking. And a year later, here we are spreading positivity on this channel. So please, like I said, all of us have been through experiences and had to pull ourselves out of a very dark place at certain points of our life. Please reach out if you're going through something. We will help you through it, and we will guide you in the right directions to improve your life and live the best life possible for yourself. That's what it's all about on here, spreading those positive vibes and sending the blessings to people who are struggling in their life and giving them the advice to get to a better place for their self and their life, where they can properly chase their dreams and do the things that they want to with their life. That's what it's all about on here. So we're going to dive into this one from the Flying Red Dogs. I'm very excited for this. Always excited for one from them. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. We got Animal from Flying Red Dogs. This is one's groovy. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm in a cave, away from the light.
Alright.
Send me wailing woman in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Learn me how to surf for, learn me how to fight.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm an animal and it'll be alright.
Yep, he's just talking about being wild right here. Animal, it fits, right? He said, hide me in a cave away from the light. So yeah, he's like, I'm an animal. He's like, the light hurts. The light hurts, right? Like mythological creatures, cryptids and stuff are often scared of the light. That's what he's alluding to there. Also, maybe some introverted tendencies as a person as well is what you could be talking about there. He said, but send me willing women in the middle of the night. He said, make sure I'm still provided for, though. Make sure I don't get lonely inside of this cave hiding away from the light, right? That's what he says, man. He said, learn me how to surf or learn me how to fight. Oh Lord, I'm an animal and it'll be alright. He says, I'm gonna go out an adventure. He said, I'm going to learn things. He says, I could learn how to surf. I could learn how to fight. Either way, I'm an animal and it's going to be all right, he says. I like that. This vibe is cool. I like the grooviness of it, the upbeat, like choppy kind of strumming pattern that the guitar has. I like the choppiness of it. And like I said, it's very groovy. The drums are hi-hat heavy with a lot of bass and accents going on. I like the groove of this one.
All I know's raging now, tonight's alive for me.
so fucking uplifting. The vibe of this is dancey. Like I said, it's got that grooviness. Hi-hat heavy on the bass and the hi-hat with the accents. I like the bass guitar as well. Very good. And like I said, that choppiness of the guitar riff and then the power chords in that chorus section to speed it up to the halftime. Very well written right here. I like the vibe of this album a whole lot. It's an amazing style of music. One of my favorite kinds of music is the style that Flying Red Dogs have. He said, I don't care what I eat. I don't care where I sleep. Don't want to know about policies or what's on the TV. I haven't watched TV in so damn long, man. I swear. I can't remember the last time I watched something on cable television, right? The closest I've gotten was probably watching a TV show or something on Netflix that I was interested in. And that's rare and far and few in between, right? I don't go near TVs very much. They fucking... too many lies. It weirds me out. Too much lies going on there. Said all I know is raging out, and that's the life for me. Lord, I'm an animal. Just you wait and see. I said same when he said that. It's what we do on here. We come on here and we just talk about the important issues in life and the world and jam out to some music together. It's always a good time. We spread the positive vibes. Sometimes we get into deep and sad topics as well, and those are emotional videos that are ultimately beneficial for all of us to grow from and have as a learning experience when we have those kinds of videos as well that are a little bit more sad on topics like that. But this one, he's raging out and we're raging out too, right? We were raging out in the last video, Just Trey's song. He was going hard in that, right? Y'all gotta check that out. If you haven't seen that video yet, go check out the last video from today as well. Very, very heavy lyrics in that song. This one has heavy lyrics as well. He's telling it how it is, telling you how he feels. He's like, I'm apathetic, man. I don't even care where I eat, what I eat, where I sleep, right? I don't care about the policies and this bullshit on TV. He just wants to rage out and live his best life. That's what he's saying. He's like, you just wait and see. I'm going to live my best life. I'm an animal, man. I love it.
I'm an animal, living that day, working at night. I'm an animal in a hole, in the morning in a hole.
Yeah.
I'm an animal, living that day, working at night. I'm an animal in a hole, in the morning in a hole.
You see what he said there? You see what he said there? He said, to put the work in, but also live the life that I want to live. This is what he's saying here. I fucking like this right here. This is cool. I'm an animal in the sense of I'm on fire. I'm an animal. I'm in charge, right? He says, living at day, working at night. He says during the day, all the fun activities can be had because the sun is out. That is when is the best time to do those things, right? Like going out surfing, as an example, like he said earlier, going out and doing those kinds of things. He says, I do those things in the day and I rage and have fun. He says, so I work it through the night to make up for it so that I can live the kind of life that I want to live. Time management is what he's talking about. An animal, though. He's like, I'm an animal in a hole, right? It's like, that's how it can feel like, I think, is what he's saying. I'm an animal in a hole, almost saying like I'm tucked away at night, right? Working at night, I'm an animal in a hole, the way that comes together, right? He could also be saying, he could also feel overworked in some senses in certain aspects of it because of living so much and then working through the night, right? But if you're living your best life, man, and you're going out and having a blast during the day and you work through the night to make sure everything still gets done and whatnot, that's dedication and it's admirable, right? That is very dedicated right there. Late nights are always beneficial as long as you can do it without overexhausting yourself, overexerting yourself, and you can go be passionate about things during the day as well. Work it through the night. By all fucking means, I say do it, man.
fun. Wow.
And wow. He said, I could have been a bookworm that's well in the past. Some very nasty lessons taught me life don't always last. Now I'm just raging out, living in the sun, shaving my head, preparing for fun. He says, I'm going to step into the heat, right? Like the surfing reference where he talked about surfing up at the top. Very much so, that kind of vibe here, going out into the adventure mode of going to beaches and just doing fun things throughout the day. He's like, I'm shaving my head because we're going out in the heat into the sun and it's about to be hot and we're preparing for the fun. He's like, I don't need all that hair. I like the hair. I like the hair, right? You guys know. But he says it's too hot for that shit. I'm living in the sun. So I gotta shave my head. Love it, man. I love the vibes of this. It's wholesome and it's about putting the work in. Even if you're having a blast throughout the day, he put in that still working at night. I'm an animal. He said, I'm an animal. He's on fire, man. Really. I love stuff like this. It's very, very uplifting and very motivational. Just a fucking nice song saying where he could have gone, what he could have done, but what he has done, right? What he wants, where he's gone, what he's seen. He says, I've learned some very nasty lessons. Taught me life don't always last, right? And that those lessons can be learned from watching the way things unfold for other people and stuff like that in certain situations. And you're like, well, if it unfolded like that for that person, then that's a lesson that I need to take to life and apply to mine and not go in any of that direction, right? That's the whole thing about it. You can even learn lessons just from things that are going on around you, places you don't want to end up and lives that you don't want to be living. You can see that inside of other people and decide for yourself you are not going to end up there and take totally different actions to stray yourself off of the course of that ever happening to you. And he has clearly made a decision of what he wants to do with his life here. And that's just living a day, working at night, enjoying the beach, right? Enjoying the sun and making his music, obviously. We got him making music, brilliant music. I love this vibe. It's just a wholesome song right here and a very groovy vibe. And that halftime in the chorus, like I said, is awesome. Bass player is going insane in this. The bass playing on this track is awesome. I really love the element of groove that it adds into the back there. Very awesome right here.
I'm an animal living that day, working at night. I'm an animal in a hole, animal in a hole. I'm an animal living that day, working at night. I'm an animal in a hole, animal in a hole. Oh yeah, I'm an animal. Oh yeah, I'm an animal in a hole, in a hole, in a hole, in a hole, and I'm more. 'Cause I see me go. I'm an animal, you know, animal in a hole. I'm an
Nice. I fuck with it. That's an awesome tune right there. A nice motivational upbeat tune filled with fun lyrics about being sort of introverted and like inside of your own self in a way, right? He said you might as well hide me in a cave away from the light because I'm an animal, right? He said, but make sure I'm provided for at the same time. He said, I might fuck around, learn how to surf or fight. I'm just an animal, right? And then he talks about how he doesn't care what he eats, where he sleeps, no policies or TVs. He just wants to rage out and have the best life possible. He could have been a bookworm. That's what he's saying here is, I was certainly intelligent enough to take that route of life, but I decided on other things. And now I'm here. And that's what the song's about. He says, I ended up being an animal living during the day and working through the night. That's the life that I live. Could have been a bookworm, was smart enough, but chose to go a different route, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. We all have our own paths in life to follow, and as we can see here, his was music, and he's very, very good at it, right? Very good. I love it. I fuck with the vibe of Flying Red Dogs. They're one of the coolest, like, underground kind of bands we've had on the channel and that I've heard in my whole life. I love finding more underground music and giving it to the world, right? It's awesome that we can get this out here a little bit more and help more people see it through making videos like this, because I have always loved music like this that is lesser known and doesn't get the massive recognition that I think it grandly deserves. I believe stuff like this should be recognized and should be extremely popular, right? But unfortunately, that is not always the case in these situations when it comes to the world of the arts. You guys know that it is not always like that, but it does not take away from the fact that there is an extreme amount of talent, and that deserves to be respected, which is exactly why we're doing the Flying Red Dogs on this channel, because they deserve it. They are very good, brilliant musicians, well-structured songs, awesome topics. Sully, thank you for sending the lyrics to me. It really means the whole world that you took the time to do that for me. It makes breaking these down so much deeper, and we get to dive into every single topic. Nothing gets glossed over or missed from mishearing lyrics and everything. I really appreciate you sending the lyrics through. It makes this whole process even more deep and even better, so we can truly dive in and analyze these properly. Thank you guys for building this community with me. It means the whole world. Like I said, if you guys are going through anything, leave it in the comments. Join us for the premieres and the live chats. Reach out to us. We will all be here for you, and we have plenty of life experience to offer advice based off of and point you in the right directions to live a better life for yourself. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for everything. The original video will be in the description as always. Subscribe to the Flying Red Dogs. Support all the artists we have on the channel. That's what we do this for. Get the music out into the world. Relate it to our own lives. We get to discuss a lot of awesome topics and provide motivation for each other and inspire each other to be the best versions of ourselves possible every single day of our life, and build ourselves every single day and take those steps to ensure that tomorrow will be successful and that you can step into tomorrow already successful as well. That's what it's all about on here, is being the most successful you can be in whatever dream you have in life. And I love that we spread that on here. I love you guys so much. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kabi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment those suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang the notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Thank you for everything. Peace.